And we are back with Tales of Symphonia, and we're pushing block puzzles. So
Is it me or are there like faces in that block? Is that stone?
it's supposed to be stone.
Okay. I wasn't gonna put it past this game for having like human remains in a compressed block or something.
I mean, I can't blame you for not putting it past you because it's like we have human remains powering the machine because we see an X sphere right there. So
Yeah.
no, for some reason, even though I don't know why the quality is so bad at the moment, but it's really bad for our video at the moment. So oh, there we go. Hey, at least it got better for me. Did it get better for you?
Uh, yeah, I think it looks a bit better. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this puzzle isn't awful, but it just takes time just because you have to go up each time, pump it, and then if you accidentally miss, like I think I'm about to do. Oh no. Oh yes. Okay. Then obviously you wasted one, so you have to go back and do it again, figure everything out. Honestly, it's just a time waste, and that's kind of what annoys me.
Yeah.
It's not like it's a hard puzzle. Like there's
It's just a time-consuming one.
yeah, which that bugs me. It's not like it's bad or anything. It's just yeah, as you said, just time consuming. And I think once you've solved everything, the machine stops working. Although I think I didn't quite figure that out. I made a couple mistakes as I tried to figure that out. We'll see in a second.
Oh yeah, I forgot you could It's just been a while, but you could turn yourself. Oh. Yeah, you had to put another block down.
No, it looks like it. It does. You'll see. I thought that too, so I tried. You'll see in a little bit. But that,
Wow.
I mean, what was that?
I'll just see what ends up happening, but wait, were you able to just cross that and it just looked weird?
Yeah. No, for some reason
like you needed to put another block down.
it looks like it. For some reason, I don't know why they just didn't let you do that. When we get to it, you'll see. It just seems like padding out for no real reason, I guess. Like, I mean, it's 30 seconds of padding, so it's not a lot of padding, but it just still feels unnecessary. Which is kind of the opposite problem that I've had with Persona 5 lately. They don't pad it out enough. Like I was gonna say, John and I have been talking about this a couple times, but basically, they ruin your days on a couple occasions with Persona 5.
I mean, occasionally that would happen in 4, but it wasn't nearly to the extent it is in 5. Like,
not for a whole. Like I'm not as far as John,
yeah,
but not for a whole week.
Yeah, that was the problem, or that is the problem, I guess. Is it's fun until you hit a big story block, and suddenly it's an entire week of nah, you shouldn't do that tonight. Go to sleep.
Yeah, it's like we're just gonna wait. I mean,
I'm telling you, you can't go out for a walk outside.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to go for a walk so I can. Then I'll go to bed.
On one hand, I mean, I'm not happy with it, but I'm not exactly upset by it, I guess. Oh, I kept this rat in here. We fought them already, but this time it's a giant rat, so you know.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I don't think they would have put that. I think it's annoying to us just because it feels like it's taking away power of doing stuff.
Yeah,
but
that's mostly what it is, because it's
yeah.
Go
ahead.
The cat is like, no, you need to go to sleep. It would be different if, like, you walk up to it and your player is like, I feel kind of tired. I should just go to sleep. But the cat's like, no, don't do that. Go to bed.
I think it's more so the fact we would still be upset. It just wouldn't be as upset.
Yeah.
But as I said, as I was kind of getting into, I think the reason we're so upset is just because it feels like it's taking away choices away from us. Whereas,
yeah, I could have done something at the time, and it's like, no.
Right, but I was gonna say it's not taken away from us at the same time because I don't think they would have done it if you didn't have enough time in the game. It's just to us, it's like, come on. So
I got stuff to do. I got a friend to hang out with at 8. I've got homework. I've got this. I have all this to do. And the
exactly. So it's not like I think they're actually taking anything out. It just feels that way.
Yeah.
So that's frustrating. But no, unfortunately, that's all. I'm still trying to figure out how to get to that one block at the moment because I didn't. There's a door right to my. There it is. There you go. Okay, good.
think someone said that they benched Morgana as soon as possible because they kept telling them to go to sleep and they were tired of it.
I can't do that. Morgana's
They
probably
still
one of
get the
my
XP, but they're like, you know what? I'm removing you from the party. I'm tired of this. Every time I want to do something, you're like, no, not today.
yeah, which I get that, but at the same time, Morgana's probably one of my favorite characters so far. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I keep them in as a They get really good healing spells
Yeah,
later on. They get Recarm, which lets you automatic. I think around level 28, you can revive anybody back to half health if
yeah.
they've been down, which is pretty handy.
I am probably gonna replace Ryuji soon, by the way. But
I
by
only
the way,
use him for boss battles
I was gonna say boss
because he
battles. I'm
does
sure.
take physical damage. Yeah.
Yeah, he does. Here's, by the way, how we solve that problem. Apparently, instead of just another block, we take a boat.
That's so stupid though. Why include a path over there?
Yeah, I think if I remember correctly, it's about to get more stupid. We'll see if I'm remembering correctly. Hold on. Wait, we'll see. As soon as I... Come on. Yeah, so it's even more stupid.
Oh, it looks so dumb.
Yeah, it's like... And I couldn't have jumped on the block to the left instead of just have... Like, come on. That's alright. It's just... As I said, that... I'm not really too upset. It just feels like I was padding it out just a little bit.
Yeah. Again, as opposed to constantly having your schedule booked and
Yeah.
Persona, like literally is. I'll see some nights where some people just went to sleep. Like, how could you do that? You could have studied, read a book, you could have hung out with a friend, you could have done all this different stuff. Like you're always doing something, and it's so overwhelming because like, great, sorry friend, I can't hang out with you. Go by yourself. I have to hang out with this person because I haven't talked to them in a while.
The only reason I could see that is if it was somebody already playing through the game a second time, although I doubt that.
Yeah, that's why it's. They probably because you wouldn't. Because if I do new game on, I think, I don't know if I maxed it out in 4. I think I did in 3. But once you do a new game plus, you don't need to raise your stats anymore, so you don't have to waste time trying to get those up. So you could just go to sleep.
Yeah. By the way, I can't remember specifically, but since I haven't played Golden in a while and I haven't finished Golden, I'm pretty sure they had that select thing in Golden as well, since that actually had online capabilities.
It may have, because that was essentially a rebooted kind of form. That is
Yeah.
handy sometimes. You can check what level everyone is average at the moment, so you can say, oh, I'm under-leveled, or oh, I'm over-leveled. Like, I completed the 4th dungeon over-leveled, because I think at the time most people were like 30 or 31, and I was like 33, so I was like, alright, I'm done.
Yeah, that's why I'm going into the... I can't remember what it's actually called, like the Omniverse, the Metaverse, whatever the one that isn't Palaces.
Oh, the mementos.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Omniverse, just because it makes me think of Ben 10. I never really watched Ben 10 though, so I don't really know why I want to think about Ben 10.
I watched the original when I was younger, and that was about it. I think it had so many spin-offs and everything. I was just kind of like, I didn't bother keeping up with it.
I don't think it was spin-offs though. I think it was just continuations of the story, wasn't it?
Yeah, it may have been. I just never caught up with it. And then they had the film too, which was weird.
There was a movie?
Yeah, with
I
Lee
didn't know
Majors. Lee Majors was in it.
Who's Lee Majors?
$1 Million Man.
Oh!
I haven't even seen the show. Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of... Oh, gosh. I've been watching Venture Brothers, and for the most part, it's funny, but there's some things in there that are just really dumb. But, I mean, I guess that's pretty common for most sitcoms these days.
I think there's a couple of Venture Brothers references in New Vegas. At least in the, what is the one with the robots?
I'd be surprised because if it wasn't, because I'm almost positive the one that voices one of them.
He's in it.
Okay.
He's in it. That's
I was gonna say I'm almost positive that Rusty Venture's voice actor is in it. So.
Yeah, they make references.
Yeah. Which I like Venture Brothers, but there's some times where it's really stupid. Typically, it's religion jokes.
Yeah.
Or how they made the $6 Million Man gay. They did that too. And his lover is the Sasquatch. That's pretty weird. Like, I'm not even making this up.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I was gonna say, Venture Brothers can be really entertaining, but it can be really dumb sometimes too.
I think I still have the.
I think you saw what?
I've lost it. I can't remember.
Okay. I was gonna say, you're getting kind of soft again.
Oh yeah, I still have. I think it's the Divide in New Vegas. That's the only expansion I haven't finished yet. And then after I do that, I'm gonna do the final battle for Hoover Dam.
I was working on New Vegas. With Persona 5, I've stopped. Eventually, I'll get back to it.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked Old World Blues. Not Old World, but Old World Blues was nice, but I think Dead Money is now probably my all-time favorite. Just the setting and the characters and everything else. It was really good.
I haven't really played any of the expansions back. I have it on PC. I think I even had the Game of the Year edition. I played a little bit of Old World Blues. My save file got corrupted because I decided I wanted to go for hard mode. I went into Old World Blues with a new character at level 10, and the recommended level is 15, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that, I think.
So it's like I went in level 10, and then I couldn't level up past level 10. I was like, well, I'm not doing this anymore. Yeah, unfortunately, most of this episode is block puzzles, so...
Yeah.
I mean, on the bright side, you didn't see me wandering around for a stairway for 20 minutes, so that's a positive.
Yeah.
Oh, I suppose we can talk about this real quickly. As a heads up, I want to apologize for episodes probably 50 through 56. My Elgato A was being weird, and for some reason Lightworks doesn't like accepting all video formats, or something along those lines, so I had to use Windows Movie Maker, and I think, as we all know, Windows Movie Maker is particularly bad. So...
Oh, I remember I'm back to the rendering on it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I don't know of any other free ones. Eventually, I'd like to get Vegas, but Vegas costs, I think, a pretty penny, doesn't it?
I bought, I think, 11 for like $30, I think.
Really?
11 works fine. I think it's 11 that I have.
I might have to look into that then, because it's like, I wouldn't mind learning Vegas. At the same time, I don't really want to, because I've already learned once. Yeah. I guess if it's a better, more stable system, it's not a bad thing to learn more. It just might, unfortunately, postpone videos for a little bit is the other problem.
Yeah.
I'm totally ready for this to be done.
Yeah, it's just puzzle after puzzle, and it's not even thinking, it's just moving blocks.
Yeah. The most thinking you have to do is up top with the spiderwebs. You just have to keep getting more spiderwebs, but even then, that's not a lot of thinking. It's some thinking, I guess, but not... Hey, I'm poisoned again. Cool.
The third dungeon, which is probably the one that's coming up in Persona 5, you actually have to do a ton of thinking. Well, not a ton, but a lot of it. Basically, do algebra or calculus or whatever. Because it gives you letters, and that letter equals a number. But sometimes that equation itself equals some other letter. So you basically have to work out a password. Like, it'll say, all right, the password's banked. But what is it in numerical format? And then you have to work, okay, what does each letter mean in a number? And then, like, you gotta work it. You have to find pieces of paper to find, just to translate everything.
Uh-huh.
So it does take a while, but I was like, oh, it was actually an entertaining puzzle as opposed to you push the button on the other side of the map or you move the block over there.
Yeah, so I was going to say that. It's nice to get a little bit of variety on occasion, but it doesn't sound like it'll be the fun variety is the only problem.
Yeah, it would get kind of tedious.
Which that's alright. Block puzzles, the most exciting thing in the game. Yeah, I'm really sorry. It should get better here, because I think...
it almost looks like it's repeating the footage, but it's not. You go block by block across this
Yep.
scaffolding.
Yep. You have to go. You have to go and unlock more spider webs, which I think that's the part that I don't like. It's like just don't pad it, please. Sorry, I know that there's more than just this block puzzle coming in this episode. I did check that. I want to say it only takes 18 minutes, but we'll be done at 18 minutes. So,
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
We're halfway through, basically.
I know. Block puzzles! Yeah! Probably should have fast forwarded this. Not gonna lie. Oh well, learn for future reference. Excuse me. This is the part where I didn't want to have to do this again, so I'm pretty sure I'm fairly careful, because I think if you put that, I don't remember if there's a wrong spot. I want to say there's a wrong spot, though, and if you push it in the wrong spot, you have to, yeah.
Because you can push it off of anywhere on there.
Yeah, so it's like, no, I'm gonna be careful. I don't want to do that again. Well, there might only be one. I think I'm checking now. Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like there's only one. So I was gonna say they were nice enough to do that.
Yeah.
By the way, grabbing onto the block looks super awkward because it's like if you're half like, yeah, it looks weird. I never noticed that till now. We're almost done. I just have to go press that yellow button down there, and we're good. No, you're going the wrong way. Why are you doing that? Go back. Stop. Stop. Dang it. Okay, I think I realized it. Yeah, okay. Alright. No! Bad. Naughty. Ugh. Come on, future or past self. Oh, okay, good. I think future self figured or past self figured it out. It seems like it, at least. So, how's your Divine Mercy Sunday, by the way?
To be honest, I guess I felt like every other mass, they had main celebrant at least mentioned that it was Divine Mercy Sunday and the likes, as opposed to I guess just glossing over it.
Yeah.
So it isn't as well known or well mentioned, I suppose.
No, it really isn't, which is a shame. Priest gave a homily that pretty similar to that, but he also talked about how everybody wants, the best for their children, as well as, God's mercy and God to be with them. Because he talked about a child that he baptized that the family knew wouldn't live very long, and then died the next day. And he was there the day before the child died, so baptized it.
Yeah.
Which is a shame, but I mean.
Yeah. At least they were baptized.
Yeah, and it's like, that's what I'm sure that's what the parents were thinking too, but the parents were thinking they just wanted the child to know the fullness of God and, the love. So I'm pretty sure that was what they were thinking. So, I mean, it makes sense. Oh.
I don't know if anything big has happened in the gaming world lately.
Big where in the world, or?
In the gaming world. I feel like something kind of big happened, but I can't remember.
One thing I can really think of is ukulele.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of all this. Swear there's something recent.
It's going to be super old by the time this video comes out, because I'm not expecting this to come out till we're probably doing the final. Oh, we got to do a advert for that, don't we? Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is going to be a long while till this is out.
Yeah, because I think, what episode are we even uploaded to at the moment? 6? Once we get done with Shovel Knight, these will get uploaded a bit faster, just because at the moment, yeah, just doing one at a time at the moment, just because the new Shovel Knight DLC just came out 2 days ago, so on the Wii U at least. It's been out for a while on the Switch.
Oh, because it was going to be a launch title, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a launch title for the Switch, yeah. So it was exclusive to the Switch for about a month and a half.
I don't think there's been any news in the Skyrim port for the Switch.
I'm curious about that.
They confirmed that it is going to be on it. It's not watered down. But, Let's see how that
Skyrim
works.
Switch. Yeah. I'm curious too. I'm just typing in Skyrim Switch real quickly to see if there's been any news. Let's see. Not particularly. And there's a cutscene, so I should pay attention.
What are these sewer people?
Nope, they're criminals that the Pope is sending against us. Yay, the Pope is evil. Oh my gosh, it's so bad. Ugh. Convict 1, Convict 2, and Convict 3. By the way, they're already almost dead.
Yeah, they just got wooden sticks, basically.
Yeah. Did he just say please as we kept beating him? Because that's kind of what it sounded like.
Like, in a begging manner, as if he wants us to stop hitting.
Yeah, please. It's like, oh my goodness, that was... Jeez. On the bright side, they're not dead. Good job, Zelos. By the way, I love all their jumping animations, because now that you've said it, it does just look like they... Wait, look, let's just drag him with the mouse.
Whoa. You think you can get away with doing something like this to the Chosen?
This is gonna be the generic, quiet, contemplative, tough guy thing.
Hey, how'd you know?
If you abandon me here, I swear I'll come back to haunt you.
By the way, I think I paused it here for a second just because of how awkward that animation is. It looks like he's humping the ground. Like they could have done a much better animation, but it's like nah.
Line delivery was really awkward too.
I mean, I don't think we've had a non-awkward line from Zelos yet. Like,
if you abandon me here, I swear I'll come back to haunt you.
I just had a sudden violent urge to abandon you.
But yeah, how'd you know that he was going to be the silent type? Can you also guess what else he's going to be eventually?
I mean, I don't want to spoil it in case that happens. I think I have an idea.
Just go ahead and spoil it. Let's see if you guessed it.
Assuming he's just gonna he's gonna die just because he's the tough silent character who usually dies.
I was gonna say that actually wasn't where I was going with it. So he'll pop up again eventually. So.
I thought he was joining the party.
There's the thing that I was gonna. There's the thing I was thinking you would have caught on.
I thought he was joining the party there, but
nah, not yet. But yeah, he does join eventually. He's actually probably one of the better characters. Like, I don't use him, but personality-wise, for the most part, he's all right. There's a couple things here and there that he's not great with. I think this is a mimic, by the way. Yeah. Fake, mimic, whatever you want to call them.
I think they're mimics in Dark Souls.
Yeah. I think they're mimics in most of the games. And then...
It might be a Japanese trope then.
Yeah. And then I figured, alright, I'll just block the entire time. Just cast Raging Mist over and over again, Genus, and I'll just block.
Does it only take damage to fire?
Yeah, it only takes damage to magic, so I could technically apply a magic item to Lloyd's swords, but it doesn't really work super well. Although, Colette might die here. So you can see that's not doing anything.
Yeah.
Don't bother him. He's the one that has to kick your butt. Come on. Okay, I don't think we needed 2 nurses in a row. I'm not sure if that was me or the game. Somebody just smack him for like... No, stop it! Cast Ray! I think it is...
To the AI, it's the one it wants to cast.
Partially. You can control it, but I don't like doing that just because it takes more time. I suppose this is a good time to mention it. I don't know if it's been mentioned before. Tales of Symphonia can technically be a multiplayer game. You can actually have everybody control each party member.
I'm guessing like, well, not split screen because it's all on one screen. But you could plug in a second controller and control somebody.
Yep, you can plug in a second, third, and fourth controller. And during battles, you can have multiplayer.
Wow, actually, that would be handy.
Yeah, it's actually a nice function. So, I mean, if I had anybody else that wanted to play this with me, I probably would use that. But I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that transferred over to the PS2 or PS3 version.
Yeah, I don't know if they have that on Steam as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's another good question.
But I think there was an article I didn't read recently, but I saw the title. It's like the downfall of like there's no split screen racing anymore, or the racing games aren't split screen as much anymore.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of true. The only one I can really think of is Mario Kart, and even that doesn't happen to, you know. Oh, hold on. Apparently you can still do co-op with the PC version. I got curious.
How do they do that? Like online or?
Probably plug in. It's co-op, so I'm assuming it would still be local.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe someone uses like the numpad or something.
Yeah.
I can probably start naming dogs again, right?
Yeah, we can start naming dogs again. Good call. But yeah, apparently multiplayer was one of the things that originally worked back when the port was really bad. So, good job? Question mark?
How bad was the port? Like Arkham Knight levels of bad?
I've heard worse, actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. How I guess just always crashing, like low frame rates.
From what I also heard, they took out some base mechanics.
Oh, that sounds like the Spider-Man 2 port to PC.
Yeah, hold on, let me see. How bad was the PC Tales of Symphonia port? Because I've heard it was bad. Broken PC ports like, oh, well, I was gonna say, we can check out. Let's see. There's a couple things here. We got PC Gamer. I just want to check the Steam forums real quickly because I'm sure that will be a community that will be rash and what's the other word I'm looking for? You know, sensible.
But basically, some of the reviews are petty. Sometimes if the game isn't running too well, like they'll thumbs it down for initial performance, which is why I guess you got to check back on reviews far later on after release so that it actually balances out.
Yeah.
Because I think Civ 6 initially had like a lot of negative reviews as soon as it released, but now it's, I think, balanced itself out.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out why it's a bad port real quickly. I mean, there's a PC Gamer, but it's like, just give me the bullet points, and they're not giving me the bullet points, so I'm just not going to read it. If you can't give me the bullet points, then it's not worth my time.
I do the same with reviews. If it's not if it's not pros and cons, then I kind of skip it unless it's meant to be a funny review, or it's like a sentence long and short.
Yeah. I was going to say, as much as I don't like Destructoid anymore, their review of Duck Game was pretty funny. Okay, let's see. Alright, let's see. So Tales came out on PC. Everyone was looking forward to a nice version. This is what we got. Game's resolution is locked internal at 720p, no matter what resolution you choose. The different languages are broken since they used the wrong font, and some words don't even show up, and some things haven't even been translated into other languages. Good job. These things are just saved in a simple text file. The game...
Gosh, imagine being Spanish, just hola.
Yeah. The game, let me see. The game is locked at 30 FPS, but some people can run it at 40 FPS. I think I get why that would be, just because it would make the game unstable, or among those lines.
Yeah, because it may not have been designed to run at that frame rate.
Yeah. Let's see. It has new typos, so instead of battle controls, it's battle controls. It still partially uses PS3 button controllers, because it's like Random crashes for some people. The overlay could lead to that. Oh wow, that's a bad one actually. Like,
Yeah, it's
no.
you have to disable the overlay.
Not just that. The one I was about to read. So, for Tales of Symphonia, you can pretty much have, as long as you have enough memory on your file, you can do it as much as you want for the GameCube version. I can't speak for the PS3 or PS2 version. 6, by the way. 6 was how much they gave the PC version.
Wow.
And I consistently use all 12, mainly because, as I said, that each one does cost blocks. But it's like, just in case something happens, I've started doing this with RPGs that have multiple save files. I'll go through, like, say 12 files
I
just
keep
to...
like 4, like,
Yeah.
and I save after every day just to be safe.
I've been doing that, and it's like, especially when I'm recording stuff, I've been doing it lately. So let's see. Oh wow, that's bad too. Opening the configuration and save menu can take 30 seconds to load. Oh, this is a bad one too. It uses a DRM that's called VM Protect that creates a new .exe every time the game starts.
King Kong the video game had what was it called? I think it was something Star, and it was for the PC port. It was an anti-piracy DRM software, I think. And basically, once you installed the game and that anti-piracy software installed, it would never come off of your machine. Like it would never come. Even if you uninstalled it, it would still stay on it. And
Yeah.
I think it would chug, and it would do something. It would like break your PC. They fixed it now, I think. I can't remember what it's called now, but yeah, it would never. I think Sims 3 or 2 had that problem where if you tried to uninstall it, it would
Oh, I think you're right. I think it was Sims 3. All right. I'm just gonna read this last thing just because we are over on the video now. So this one's more of a joke thing, so that you might get a good laugh out of this. And somebody mentioned, and something to chuckle about. So this was apparently done by either one person or. Oh no, hold on. The person who was in charge of the discussion forums for this port. So basically, making sure everything was set up properly, right?
Yeah.
He was called Lazy Mofo on Steam. After being called out, by the way, he changed his Steam name. So there was a fair amount of problems with it, but from what I understand, it's been fixed. But we'll catch you next episode. Yeah, I know. We'll catch you guys next episode. So until then, Pax et Bonum.